Alright, what up guys? James here, aka the Pomp, with another review for you guys. So, after some recent discussion and some thinking of course, I decided to go ahead and follow through with a haircut. And so, I'm now back in the game and pumping for you guys. But either way, today we'll be looking at another product in the V76 by Bone line. As you guys remember from last week, we looked at their V-rated natural wax. And that was something that was absolutely amazing. Had everything that we expected along with all the other luxuries that come with a high-end product. And so today we'll be looking at another product in the line, more specifically their molding paste. And so, as I said before, this is in the V76 by Bone line still, and this is their microfiber paste. And so you guys might remember the fiber term from other products you might have seen online. For example, Imperial's fiber pomade is a pretty frequently used term, and this will actually be the first time we reviewed a fiber pomade on this blog, so it'll be interesting. We'll go ahead and start looking at the jar and then go get along and then start talking about how the pomade actually is in action. Alright, so this is it. As I said before, this is V76 by Bone's molding paste. It comes in a 1.7 ounce jar. Same plastic like nude color with a black twist top. And on the back you'll find directions. It's made in the US and other kind of a description of the pomade. Opening it up, you'll see it's actually a pretty lovely cream. Looks exactly like a lotion, scoops out like a lotion, and it's smooth in both texture and appearance. So with that, let's go ahead and start using the product. Opening up the jar, we get the same smell from the V-rated wax, and it seems as though the entire line has this same very musky, very nice masculine scent. It smells good in the jar, but trust me, once you put it in your hair, the smell is absolutely amazing. So, as recommended, my hair is damp for application, and we'll go ahead and start applying the product. It scoops out like a really nice cream. Basically kind of like a halfway between Layrite Super Shine and Anchor's Teddy Boy Matte in terms of the texture. So as a fiber pomade, you want to make sure that you smear it around and agitate it really well and start applying. So I've been trying the product for the past few days, and it's very different from the V-rated wax, the V-rated natural wax. So it's a little more like a traditional water-based product that's currently being offered on the market. So in comparison to V-rated natural wax, it is stronger, most definitely. But it also has a lot more stickiness to it, and the increase in hold doesn't really mean an increase in control. Honestly, I felt like I had a lot more control with the V-rated natural wax. However, the hold is pretty impressive with this product, especially at it has a lot of hold, but it doesn't feel too grippy or too weighted or heavy. Definitely a maximization of or an optimization of kind of getting the most hold out of the lightest product. Also has a very not a super, but it does have a matte feel to it at the end. It does look pretty just natural and stuff, as in it won't look like you really caked on product, which is kind of the intention and the upside with a lot of these like upper echelon products. So quickly give like one more really small lick, and we should be good. Like, it's definitely much stronger. Like, I feel the hold in my hair, and you guys will notice it later while I'm styling. Alright. So, with the product on my hair, we'll go ahead and start slicking everything back now. Just gonna re-add a little bit of water to help everything like just come along. As I slick everything back, you'll notice it's acting like a pretty like high memory paste. As I comb everything back, everything stays where I left it, essentially. And with my hair all slicked back now, we'll go ahead and start forming the part. Alright, so with my sides all slicked back, we'll go ahead and start forming like the pomp itself. Alright, so I think I'll call it about done, and we'll go ahead and give a final inspection of the hair. So, as you guys can see, my sides are held on pretty nice and tight in this upper portion here, but along the lower taper, it's still kind of like fuzzing out. And this is kind of expected from my hair when it's this short. And so on a typical day, I'll probably come in with like a much stronger water-based product to try to keep it down. Other than that, the part is formed very nice and tight, and the pomp shape itself is actually pretty damn good. And you'll notice my back, is pretty clean. And overall, everything is very presentable. So, V76 by Bones molding paste is a very good fiber pomade. I typically don't like fiber pomades too much. They don't lend too well to my like fine and very straight hair. Typically, when people use it, I'm more impressed when I see someone with like a thicker, curlier, or like wavy hair. When they use it, it looks like a more natural, more like effortless pompadour. But for me, I typically prefer something more along the lines of the V-rated natural wax. But even that, like despite so, this is still pretty good for me for like a fiber pomade. And definitely, like, molding paste is a really well-made product. So if you guys are looking for something that definitely is an alternative to like the traditional pomades that we've been looking at on this blog, then you should look into molding paste. Like the way you style it, the way you use it is actually pretty different, and it not reacts, but it acts very differently as you use it and as you style it, and how it like the hold is maintained throughout the day. But other than that, this is V76 by Bone molding paste, and hopefully next week we'll be looking at their texture paste. And other than that, stay tuned for next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Take care.